The catacombs and anderial's end. I entered the inner cloister and took a breath of the semi-fresh air. I looked over and saw a fallen one, staring at me. He shrieked and ran to the cathedral. I walked over and pressed my hands against the doors. I opened them like a bottle of water opening from a tight lid. A gust of wind rushed and pushed me back. I pointed my skeletons in and we began our fight. The guardian bone ash was waiting. It hit me with a poison attack, but I shook it off and charged forward. Smashed my spells against him until he fell apart like breadcrumbs. I turned around and saw my skeletons finishing off the last of the demons. Looked outside the doors one last time and made my way to the catacombs. The stench of death was strongest among any other places I went in these lands. The coldness was soul-ripping. If I was a normal man, I would have gone back. The darkness seemed more alive down here. Something was calling me. Was it some sort of force or being trying to lead me away? I lit my torch and fought my way through the catacombs, each floor at a time. It took me several hours till I reached the final floor. I opened a portal and went back to the camp. I prepared myself and got blessings from the sisters. I walked down the fourth floor and I found bonfires and cracks in the floor, blood boiling like a hazy mist. The power down here was immense. I pushed open the doors and hit the room with my amplified spells. I had my minions charge in. We fired away and cleared out the small room. I took a deep breath and pushed the final doors open. There I heard the screaming call, and Anderial shot at me to die. She charged at me, and my skeletons charged forth. She slowly fought her way through my skeletons. My golem took most of the massive amount of damage. Her poison slowly melted him away. The skeletons seemed to be taking the damage slower. She hit us with a massive poison deliver. I ran to the pillar and blocked the attack. My skeletons were being beaten slowly, but I noticed something and she avoided the fire around her. Could this be her weakness? I slowly snuck away and raised my fire skeletons from the other room. I refreshed my skeleton army with the corpses in the other room. Round 2. I held my army back and taunted her. She glared at me, charged with all her might. As she ran through the doors, I led her towards the fire. Her melee attacks I dodged and blocked. Now, I shouted at my skeleton army. They began stabbing her in the legs. She turned around and swatted at them. I summoned my clay golem and he wrapped around her leg and she dropped. I had my skeletons light themselves on fire and finish her off. Her wounds aren't healing and she barely had the strength to fight them off. In one last attempt, she extended her arm for a stab. Face to face, she was inches away. She screamed in pain. Her body slowly withered away like paper in the fire. She broke apart. Her corpse opened a fire pillar and burned away what's left. I stayed a while and collected the loot. A portal opened behind me. I went to the camp and told them what happened. There was a silence and a crying cheer. We celebrated for days. Their darkness in these lands was lifted. Warrior told me of the city in the east, a city of sand and gems. The darkness I seek to destroy was slowly making its mark on it. They needed help. I said my last goodbyes and headed to the ship. Luke Glayton was waiting. How's it going, guys? So here for the final video. So, we have some stuff we gotta sell real quick. So we got our first set shield, clay gloss, nothing really too special. It does really nice because it has that reduced 75% poison, but since we're only using necromantic weapons, we're not using that, so bye. One moment. Whew, apologize for that, I had a cough. Garbage you see. Let's see, that's not bad. But we're not using that, so it doesn't matter. Not bad for a source staff. Get that faster cast rate on it too. But we're not using that either. Hope you guys' Friday's going good. Hope you guys enjoyed the final little story before we actually start going to Luke Glayton. Dump all this stuff off, and then we'll head into the catacombs. I didn't go any further into the catacombs, so I have absolutely no idea where the other levels are. So, and I hope you guys caught the 3 reactions that I did on Wednesday. Yes, sir, you do, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be right there. My boys come in here and deal with it. Now, if everyone wants to come into the room, that'd be really nice and take care of this goddamn shaman. Oh, seriously, guys, come on now. I always apologize for a lot of clicking on my mouse, but you know, Oh, there's a lot of you guys in here. That just means more experience for me. We're only level 14, so once I kill Andariel, I'm pretty much just gonna farm her for stuff anyways. One of the nice things over single player over Battle.net is that your maps always remain the same, but I mean, I can see how that'd be kind of boring and predictable in Battle.net if your map always remained the same. But if you know where the levels will always be, because usually the levels will always tend to remain in the same area, and I've explained that in my first Diablo walkthrough that I did about how the there's a mini monster there. How the levels typically tend to be spawned in the same area. Okay, guys, come on, let's go over here. Take care of it. Thank you. So, if you know where it's going to be, then it should always be there, but not always the occasion, especially what I found with doing Endurance of Hatred. So, where it always should be, it tends not to be, and especially when you play it on hell difficulty, it's a little more difficult. So, oh yeah. And finishing watching off Demon Slayer. And I want more. Demon Slayer is a good anime if you haven't seen it yet. And if you haven't actually ever seen actual anime, then it's a good anime, but it's not one I would recommend starting out with. Most people would tell you to start out with something like Attack on Titan or something like that. But that's one anime I could never get into. But short story short, so after Maverick is going to be dealing with anderial, there's a gem over there. He'll be heading to Loot Galen, and where he slowly seeks his vengeance against Diablo. Okay, so it wasn't down there. It might be down here, or it's going to be up here. Only to find out that he's going to be missing Diablo. No, kids. Somebody boss. He's slowly going to be missing Diablo, and he's going to actually find something else. And not just more horrors from the grave either. Okay, it's not. It's going to be there. Looks like there might be a mini boss over there. I apologize if you hear any background noise. I'm gonna let my neighbors working on this goddamn house, which they've been doing for the last year. Oh, hello. Slowly but surely, we're making our way through the darkness. We're getting ever closer to fighting anderial. So this episode will either be shorter or longer, depending on how quickly we find Catacombs 4 and how long the battle against. Okay, that's what I was there. How long the battle against anderial will be. If you have high enough skeletons, then it shouldn't take that long. But that poison could be a real nuisance. Just love throwing you boys at me, yeah? Okay, so we don't get this until what, level 18? What do we have to go through? I don't remember if you actually have to go with that. You know, I'm going to hold out on my point for now, because I do not remember. I'm pretty sure it is, because no matter what, it's going to be going that way anyway, so. But I cannot remember. I don't think I had to do it through my screw off. We're gonna have to do exactly what I basically did in this story, the Diablo story. I'm gonna have to lure Anderial into that in the small little room that we're gonna be clearing out. Cause trying to fight her in that room, her throne room, with my skeletons, they're all gonna be spread out and slowly gonna be being picked off by her goddamn poison. So. So it's definitely not this way. It's gotta be north then. Oh, hello. Place is just filled with mini bosses. Did drop. Yeah. Rejuvenation potion, but I don't really too worried. And crap out of them. More mini bosses. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention too, you can use stuff like poison potions and stuff like that because it does fall within the alchemy of poison and something that Nercomancer can use. You can use bone armor. So really, I mean, the only two types of bone armor you're going to actually be able to get is bone shields and bone helmets too, if you want to. You know, me strictly, I'm just sticking with necromantic heads. And I'm not going to go past... That's not going to be it either. Where the hell's it at? Oh, it's going to be over here then. I'm not going to go anything past, like, higher than something that Necromancer would actually wear. Most Necromancers you don't see wearing really heavy armor. They tend to stick to pretty light armor. You know, considering they are still a type of mage anyways. So, anything past ringmail, I'm not going to be using. So, if you see Maverick only wearing nothing but ringmail or below, but in a higher defense, that's exactly the reason why. Alright, Catacombs 4. Let's finally relieve this land of its anguish and pain. Apologize for the truck going by. People are getting their propane filled up. Since we just had like a foot of snow. So we're going to be leading her into this area. So just like in the storyline, I'm not getting my goddamn skeletons melted away. So we're going to lead her into this area. And that's where we're going to finally finish her off. And I see that necromantic head there too. Ooh. It's a preserved head too. Garbage, actually, yeah, garbage. Not bad magic gloves. Too bad I'm not using those. Corpse explosion, get that crap out of her. Yeah. Silver gold, that's about it. Not going to be anything else useful on that crap. So now, here's like I said, the thing with the Necromancer. Unlike the Amazon, where I can just single target, like, take out the group of demons that are right here, and then the demons that are going to be up here, and just have Anderial come down. Your skeletons, what they'll do is they'll spread out, and they'll start attacking up here, they'll start attacking up here, and then some of them will go up here and lure Anderial out. And she'll just slowly just start mollywopping your entire goddamn army. So the best way is to run in, get her to follow you, and have her come out here. Because the rest of the demons will actually stay in their positions. They'll go up maybe close to the door. Some might come out here, but they're not going to be too big of a distraction, and you can actually just focus on Anderial. And since I have corpses and mana and all that crap, I don't really have to worry about it. Poison, on the other hand, is going to be the big problem. So, I'm gonna lure her over here. She hits me with the poison. Run my army back. It might take a second for her to actually catch up, so. Oh, there she goes with that. What's our clay golem? Let's see what's melted away. There she is. No, 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 no. Get your stupid butts over here. Now fight her. I was hoping not to lose my goddamn mercenary. Okay. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. That's not happening. You're dead. And just like that, she's dead. Make sure if you get poisoned, because it will slowly drain your HP down to 1, don't get hit by the fire. But my skeletons were more high enough to take her on, so. What the hell that spawned you, anderial? Gotta love that line. Okay, that's what crap. Bardiche is actually really nice, especially if you plan to use an Act 2 mercenary. And, yes. I'll take that too, actually. Oh, I don't know what woman I'm talking to here. And that's the leader. Rejoice and be relieved of your darkness on this land, so as long as it lasts. Garbage. So basically, Maverick just took a really big step in his quest. Took out the Queen of Anguish herself. And we're going to go to Act 2. Oh, I've got this on the ring. Do our familiarities and all that stuff, and then we'll end the video. Because I'm not going to go any further, because if I do anything like Rodiment and crap like that, it's just going to take way too goddamn long. I want to see what Drogman has real quick, and then we'll end the video. Doubt he didn't have everything I don't want as a wand. That I am. So yeah, bone shields you can use if you want, but like I said, I'm sticking with Necromantic heads. Just gives it a little more nostalgia to it. Tuned Skeleton Mastery, that'd be nice. I prefer what I have. Tuned Skeleton Mange. Alright guys, so that's the video. I apologize if it's a shorter video, or it might be a longer video. But Maverick has slayed anderial, and as you can, at the end of the story, he slowly makes his way to Luke Lane. Oh, the terrors and the funs of Luke Lane are going to be very interesting, especially the Arcane Sanctuary. But either way, like I said, videos will still continue to come out. Wednesday, like I said, Wednesday and Thursday I wasn't going to be here anyways. Well, Thursday I wasn't going to be here, and then, you know, the whole schedule got totally messed up. Family and friends can't make up the goddamn mind when they're going to be here. And I still don't know if they're even going to be here because of the snow, so I have no clue. But either way, there's like maybe 1 or 2 more trailers that I might be doing, that might dropping over the weekend that I've seen. But either way, that should be about it. We should be having Stardew back on Monday. So, either way, hope you guys' Friday's going good. Hope you guys stay safe and healthy. Hope you guys' weekend will be going good. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.